Madrid may not be as well known for its attractions as Rome or Paris, but visiting this Spanish city is also a treat. Here, it seems like there's always something going on, from museums to festivals to concerts in the plazas. There's truly a lot to see and do in Madrid, and if you're limited on time, it might be challenging to plan your itinerary. That's why we compiled this list of the best places in Madrid so you can make the most of your time there. Do you love our videos? Make sure to subscribe to our channel. You can also turn on the notification so you won't miss out on any of our great videos. Now let's get into it. Starting off the list at number 10 is the Temple of Debod. No one would expect to find an Egyptian temple dating back 2,200 years in the heart of Madrid, but there it is. Although it may look like a Las Vegas copy of an Egyptian temple, the Temple of Debod has roots in the 2nd century BCE in the East Bank city of Mero. Some mythologists and tale-keepers think that the Egyptian goddess Isis gave birth to the sky deity Horus at this temple dedicated to the god Amun of Thebes. The temple has several halls, including the Vestibulo de Augusto, the Capilla di Adahalamani, and the Vestibulo de Neas. The Adahalamani Chapel, located at the center of the temple complex, is the oldest portion of Debod and was built by the Mero regent. Walls are covered with reliefs depicting the monarch presenting gifts to various Egyptian deities. The views of western Madrid from the temple are among the best. At dusk, when the golden temple walls are reflected off the surrounding lakes, this monument is particularly spectacular, so make sure to visit this. Next at number 9 is Puerta de Alcalá. This triumphal gate, designed by Italian architect Francesco Sabatini and built in 1778, previously served as the city's primary entrance. King Charles III, dubbed the best mayor of Madrid, had it made after being underwhelmed by the original gate that had greeted him in 1759, which served as a crossroads for 3 of Madrid's most famous streets. The gate's 2 sides are uniquely decorated. The one facing the heart of the city features a lion's head atop each of its 3 circular arches and is topped with sculptures of various battle trophies, including banners, weapons, breastplates, and helmets. The opposite side, which visitors would see upon entering the city, is more elaborately adorned and features the royal coat of arms being hoisted aloft by Fame with the assistance of a kid. For young people, representing the 4 cardinal virtues, are arranged along the top of the gate. Next in line at number 8 is Queen Sofia National Museum Art Center. The Queen Sofia National Museum Art Center is Spain's national museum dedicated to 20th century art. Located at the southern tip of Madrid's Golden Triangle of Art, it was opened in September 1990 in honor of Queen Sofia. The museum features works by artists active from the turn of the century to the turn of the millennium. While the museum's primary focus is to promote and display Spanish art, the museum also has a sizable foreign collection. A must-see for every art lover visiting Spain. It is well known for its extensive Salvador Dali and Pablo Picasso collections and those of Richard Serra, Maria Blanchard, and Wolf Fostel, among many others. There are also works by painters like Luis Gordillo, Lucio Muñoz, Juan Gris, and Pablo Serrano from Spain. Francis Bacon, Sarah Grillo, Max Ernst, Robert Delaunay, Yves Klein, René Magritte, and Henry Moore are just a few of the internationally renowned artists whose work is on show here. Coming in at number 7 is Cibeles. Located at the crossroads of Paseo del Prado and Calle Alcalá, Plaza de Cibeles is one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of Spain's capital. A beautiful fountain stands in the center of the plaza, and on each side are equally stunning and recognizable structures built from the late 18th to the early 20th centuries. In 1782, architect Ventura Rodriguez devised the plan for the Cibele fountain. Cibele, a Greek goddess, is seen here riding in a lion-drawn chariot. Formerly a source of drinking water for Madrid residents, the fountain was relocated to its current location in the center of Plaza de Cibeles in 1895. For many years, Real Madrid, the world-famous football club in Madrid, has celebrated its wins at the Cibeles fountain. The Spanish national basketball and football teams also have championship parades here, adding more appeal to this attraction. Next at number 6 is Gran Via. The Gran Via is the most famous street in Madrid. It is home to various entertainment options, including restaurants, bars, retail shops, movie theaters, and performing arts venues. Gran Via is still known as the Spanish Broadway, even though numerous theaters and movie theaters have closed in recent years. As one of Madrid's busiest thoroughfares, Gran Via has earned the nickname, the street that never sleeps. It is home to some of the most recognizable structures in the country, including the Metropolis and the Carillon, with its iconic Schweppes sign. It also has Primark's second largest store worldwide, along with other well-known brands. Let's continue with number 5, Plaza Mayor. Located in the center of Habsburg, Madrid, the city's oldest neighborhood, is Madrid's Grand Central Square. The lively square is a great starting point for exploring one of Madrid's most lovely neighborhoods and is also rich in history. Indulge in a bite to eat or a cup of coffee on one of the many sunny terraces, browse the quaint boutiques, watch the talented locals at work on the city's streets, and learn about the area's fascinating history. Bullfights, processions, fiestas, theater plays, Inquisition trials, and even executions have occurred throughout the years. But now, the Easter Drum March, outdoor concerts, and the city's Christmas market are all in the square, so check the schedule before you go. Next at number 4 is Puerta del Sol. This lively square is a must-see attraction located right in the middle of Madrid. Here, you can see the Kilometer Zero, a plate from which all the roads leading from the center of Madrid start. You will locate it around the entrance to the house of the post office building. As one of Madrid's busiest streets, Puerta del Sol is usually bustling with activity. Some of the city's most notable landmarks include the House of the Post Office, the statue of Charles III of Spain, and the luminous Tío Pepe sign. The Bear and the Strawberry Tree Monument, which represents the Madrid coat of arms, is the most famous landmark, with visitors coming from all over the world to photograph the bronze monument. It is also a spot where everyone looks at the famous clock on New Year's Eve, eating 12 lucky grapes as each of this clock's 12 bells tolls. It has been a popular ritual for over a century. So, you might consider visiting Madrid during New Year to experience this tradition. Coming in at number 3 on the list is Retiro Park. El Retiro Park is a large urban park designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, featuring over 125 hectares and more than 15,000 trees. In addition to serving as one of Madrid's green lungs, this area is frequently visited by locals for various reasons, including leisurely strolls, athletic activities, cultural events, and family-friendly activities like puppet shows. The park has a vast artificial lake, complete with rowboat rentals, the Velázquez Palace, and the Glass Palace, all of which are utilized as exhibition spaces by the Reina Sofia Museum. Assuming the weather is nice, you can do just about everything in the park. In the afternoon, take a picnic and stroll around the pond or take a peaceful boat ride on the Retiro. On the other hand, the magnificent Crystal Palace is one of the most visited sites. This glass house is over 22 meters in height, and it looks out over the sparkling fountains and ponds of the park. Plus, the park is quite large, so bring some solid footwear. The park's convenient location means visitors can stay in a nearby hostel and still make daily trips to experience its ambience. Next at number 2 on the list is Museo Nacional del Prado. It's a tourist staple to check out the region's famous museums and art galleries when seeing Europe. One of the finest museums in Madrid is the National Gallery of Art. The Prado Museum is Spain's most important art museum in the middle of Madrid. There aren't many locations where you can go and enjoy a day, whether you're a culture vulture or just looking for a break from the mundane. The Prado has been around for about 2 centuries. Much of what you see here comes from the private collections of Spanish kings in the 16th and 17th centuries, giving the museum its distinctive collection. Approximately 1,510 works of art from various royal collections were on display during the Museo Nacional del Prado opening in 1819. Over the 19th and 20th centuries, the Prado Museum's collection grew, and so did the number of visitors. The annual number of visitors exceeds 3 million. So, if you find yourself in Madrid, you must visit this breathtaking location just like the locals. And now, at the number 1 spot is the Royal Palace of Madrid. For decades, this cultural icon has adorned the pages of Madrid travel guides. The palace is a visual feast influenced by a mix of neoclassical and Baroque styles. You can look at the huge windows framed by Ionic columns that rise from a rusticated stone foundation. Various royal family members and notable historical figures have had their resemblance cast in bronze and displayed throughout the palace grounds. The Royal Palace has more than 3,000 rooms on its 6 stories. Only a tiny fraction of the palace's rooms are accessible to the public, but even those give visitors a sense of the building's impressive scale. A notable feature is Francesco Sabatini's main staircase. Now is your chance to capture this photo op, as it is one of the few places within the castle where photography is allowed. The Hall of Columns, where significant events have been held for centuries, may be found beyond the main entrance. In 1985, Spain came to sign the treaty allowing it to join the European Union. See what it's like to dine like a king or queen, worship like a king or queen, or even sit on the throne of your dreams in the state dining room. The Royal Armoury may be found on the same grounds and is worth a visit. It has one of the world's most magnificent collections of weaponry and armor, dating back to the 13th century and belonging to the Spanish royal family. And that brings us to the end of this video. After watching this video, we can truly say that Madrid is a city with always exciting things going on. While the places on our list are the absolute must-sees in Madrid, you should also feel free to strike out on your own and discover the city's hidden gems. Nothing beats going away from the tourist traps and experiencing the city for what it truly is. That's all for now. Please subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one.